This may be a dumb question, but I'm
No
really
dumb questions.
I'm Lucy Dodd, and we're back with another My Living Media podcast episode. Today we have Aaron, sales manager of FamilyFirst Roofing. Welcome, Aaron.
Hey, thank you. This is a really cool place. I mean, we've talked a lot so far, but I'm excited to be here.
Thanks. Yeah, we're so happy to have you here. So if you want to just start off by introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm Aaron Thomas. Like you said, I'm the sales manager for FamilyFirst Roofing Group. We're, just like it says, a family roofing company. We've seen a lot of, I guess, negative in the roofing world just based on, people not taking care of their customers and, taking money from people and then just never being able to contact them again. So that's something that we wanted to stop. We like to have family values in our company. That's why you see, the owner of the company, his wife and his kid on the front on those pictures. So what we do is we offer free inspections. We mostly get a lot of our business by canvassing. So just, knocking on people's doors or stuff like this where we get our name out there. But we hop up on your roof and take a couple pictures, videos, show you the standing of your roof. Best case scenario, we say, hey, your roof's got 4 to 5 years left. Call us if you have any problems or if you need anything. And then otherwise, if they do need a roof and we find some damages up there, we actually walk that customer through what it is, what that damage is, how it happened, what it could lead to, and we offer free quotes. We're also one of the only companies in the Treasure Coast that offer financing, and we have a 0% option for 24 months as well right now.
Nice. And what areas do you guys service?
So I would like to say mainly the Treasure Coast, but anywhere in Florida, if you need a roof, we're happy to come by and give you an estimate. We would love to grow this business to as large as it could be. But one of the main reasons that, we're able to beat out some of these other companies' quotes and even just earn people's business is because we don't have 40 trucks. We don't have 40 offices. So we're a debt-free company, and that's a big part of why we can do what we do. So I'd say as far as right now, most of our business has happened from Sebastian to around Stewart, Hope Sound area.
Okay. And how long have you guys been in the industry?
Wow. So we have 17 years in the business, but as Family First, just over 7 months. Like I said, the reason that we did this is because of these other companies with so much overhead. They're not able to really give good prices. If you guys tried to buy a roof 10 years ago, and if you're watching this, you definitely know the difference in price from 10 years ago till now. We just want to be able to, keep things like this affordable because you need a roof no matter what every 15 to 20 years just based off of people's insurance.
Okay. And I'm going to go back to something that you were just talking about, kind of how people have a lot of misconceptions about roofers and they kind of have almost like a bad rep. Like some people they just can't seem to trust. So what do you think makes Family First gain the trust? Like how do you guys stand out from your competitors?
Well, I don't know a lot of companies out there with the owner of the company showing up after an inspection's done. If the customer has a question, you're getting an answer from the vice president, from, the owner of the company. The sales manager shows up at your house after you get a quote to walk you through everything that says. What stands us apart from other companies is one big thing is the financing. We give people an option as, we're not coming to your house like, hey, we need to sue and go for insurance. A lot of people know they need a roof, and if we can make it affordable enough, they'll do it just by way of cash, and that's awesome too. So we give people that option, which I don't think a lot of people do give. And we also don't, hammer away at your door. We do a lot of canvassing and, build our business by word of mouth. But when we come to your door, we come with all of the information and a couple people with, a ton of years of knowledge. So I guess what would stand us apart is that we're local to your community. We live in your backyard pretty much. So if you needed me, you can call up into the company. You're going to get one person on the phone. And if you need an inspection, we're going to come same day to give you an inspection. I know right before we started the show, my phone was already ringing off the hook. But we do same day inspections. We're able to get to your house within 20, 30 minutes because we're not across the state. So yeah, I think that mainly would be we're local to you. We do live in your community.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I feel like people, one, are really big on supporting local, and two, it's nice to have a company in the area that can come out and, service you right then and there. This may be a dumb question, but
No dumb questions.
I'm not really familiar with roofing. So what is canvassing?
So canvassing can be in anything, but canvassing is just like putting a group of people in a community or an area and having them knock on people's doors. So that in itself is tough for a lot of people. I know a lot of like viewers are seeing this and saying like, yeah, I don't like when people knock on my door. You also have to understand that there's a lot of people out there that do know they need a roof, and they're not going to replace it until somebody comes and offers it to them. They're not going to go out and look for it. So we've noticed that, offering somebody that knowledge of, hey, this is what was up there. This is what could happen. This is what we can help with your premiums. And that's what canvassing is. It's kind of just knocking on a door, walking around a community, offering up information that you didn't really ask for. But sometimes that leads to success, and it also helps the community see that, we're out here to help people. We're not knocking on your door begging for money.
Mm-hmm.
We're not coming to your door asking you to pray with us.
Yeah.
We're coming to show you what we've found and, hopefully build a relationship. So
Yeah.
That's what canvassing would be in a longer term.
I guess that is kind of what my perception of roofers is. A lot of them, they do come to the doors and they knock. So I guess that is where people would get kind of that.
It's like your solar guys,
Yeah.
your roofers, your ADT.
Mm-hmm.
When you buy a new house, your first 2 months in the house, you're getting a knock on the door every day, whether it's Hewlett, the lawn service guy, whatever it could be. But a lot of people get their business by doing that.
Okay. And I saw on your guys' website, you're very selective on the materials you use. You want them to embody durability and resilience. Can you elaborate on these materials you guys use?
Absolutely. So our one of the main things that we use is Owens Corning. That's a shingle. Every shingle that we have in stock that we offer to any customer comes with a lifetime warranty. Now, on top of that, right now the shingles that we are offering are the top of the line, and we use a Miami-Dade code for our underlayment. So what that means is, for anybody that doesn't know, Miami has more hurricanes. They're more down that they get most of those bad storms. They have a higher grade of what is needed to be used down there. We go by their code, even though it doesn't call for that all the time here. So we're just using a little higher grade equipment, and also lifetime warranty is huge. Everything that we put on, every product has a 6-year craftsmanship guarantee. So 6 years of the company that you put trust into that's going to stick by you and say, hey, like if anything happens, we got you. So not a lot of people are offering that either. So I'd say as far as that goes, Owens Corning's our best shingle. Gaff Timberline, we have a couple products in the works. As far as metal goes, we use Dynamic Metals. They also have a lifetime warranty for seamless. And then we've just now picked up a product which is incredible. It's made in the Treasure Coast, so it's also a family-made product. They're making all of this. It's a metal tile. So much like the picture you see on the front here, it's like a metal tile. So that look for a lot of these newer HOA communities and places where they tell you what you can have. We're giving more people options and giving you that ability to stand out. Everybody's got shingles or metal or something, right? So this metal tile gives people the opportunity to look a little different than their neighbors. Yes, it has a longer lasting lifespan, because the tile that we get now is usually manufactured out of Mexico, and it's made out of clay. So anything hard falling from the sky, or even just a bird just coming down quick to kill something, it could damage your clay. I've seen homes as new as 7 years old that already have damages in their clay tile with leaks in their attic and things like that too. So it not saying tile's bad, because it's just very, very fragile.
What's the most common material that you guys use, you would say?
I'd say Owens Corning shingles. Owens Corning shingles, because a lot of people, shingle is the most affordable route to replace your roof. And then it's a 3-layer shingle, so it gives you a lot of durability. And like you said, it's just a resilient product. It's going to withstand everything. Your 6 years of craftsmanship and your lifetime warranty together I mean, that's got to be peace of mind enough, you know?
Okay. And we're going to touch a little bit on insurance because I know that's a big thing coming into deal with roofing. And I believe on your website, I saw something you guys provide like insurance aiding or something like that.
So in that sense, insurance aiding is just helping walk you through how to put in a claim. We understand that not everybody can afford a roof, and we understand that it's not always your fault that you need a roof. So we do have the knowledge backed behind us to be able to put in these claims and help you put in these claims. Because the date of loss, there's so many things that go into putting in a claim and getting it approved. And that comes with the knowledge that we've kind of accrued over time. Putting in these claims, it's a delicate process. So that's insurance aiding, is us helping read through your policy to make sure that it's even covered. See what you're going to have to come out of pocket as far as your deductible goes. We walk hand in hand through all of that process with you. Just like anyone else would, but that is not the only way we're allowing people to do business with us. So insurance aiding is awesome because it's incredibly confusing to put in a claim. Before I had done this in this business, I had never put in a claim on my own home, but they want any reason to deny it, and we're giving you all the tools to make sure that doesn't happen.
Great. That's awesome that you guys do that, because I think when it comes to anything insurance, everyone's mind is like, because it's confusing, and it's nice that you guys walk people through that.
Very scary.
Yes, very scary. What would you say are some key factors homeowners should consider when hiring a roofing contractor?
Warranty, that's big. Craftsmanship, it's a guarantee that comes from that company that says, hey, if we did anything wrong or if anything happens that, to your new roof, we're going to come fix it. That's huge. If you don't have a craftsmanship guarantee, even if you're not going with Family First, you need to kind of look into that company and see why they're not allowed to give you a craftsmanship guarantee, because that just means that after they do their job, you may never hear from them again. And that's scary in itself. So number one, I say, would be the warranties. Look for a company that doesn't go to Home Depot to buy their products. Look for a company that goes directly to the manufacturer, because that's how you recoup a warranty. So that's big as well. Make sure that your product has a warranty attached to it, because these are expensive products. You want to make sure that it comes with everything that it should. And lastly, I would want to say, see some other company or some other customers that they've had, give their testimonials. Like, if they did Susie's roof down the street, I would go talk to Susie rather than the company before going to do business with them, because I want to know how long the process took. I want to know, how did they end up finding you? Did you call them? Did they knock on your door? Little things like that always matter as well, because some companies are just so large that they're the first place that someone's going to call, because they're like, oh, I've seen those roofing trucks driving around. I'm going to call that guy. They seem like the biggest company. I just say, do your diligence, due diligence is huge on anything. Study a little bit. This is a big purchase. So I would say that to watch out for not reputable companies. Once they get a little bit of funds in house, they don't need the whole job up front. So what they'll do is they'll take your money and keep it hostage. Be careful of, their rating on the Better Business Bureau, or be careful of seeing their reviews on Google. A lot of people are very slimy, and you can see it right in the front of the world, but they don't know until after they sign a contract with them. And then they look through it and they're like, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have went with these guys, but you've already signed a legally binding contract. So that's tough. And I'd say if you're looking into Family First, go to our website. We have tons of testimonials of customers and families that we just knocked on their door and, told them a little bit about their roof and ourselves. And we ended up putting a fantastic product on their home. So let our work speak for itself. I'd say maybe judge us on our losses, because we have so few.
And hurricane season that's nearing. Do you guys do anything in particular to help people prepare, or people who have been affected by hurricanes? Do you have any type of
Absolutely. So the best way to prepare for a hurricane is get an inspection. That's number one. If I am on your roof, I'll only know if your roof is close to that next level of damage if I'm up there and do that inspection. So I would say the best way to prepare for a storm is to have a roofing company come check out your roof, even if that means not replacing it and getting a good feedback on your inspection. Great. Sorry, my nose itches. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can't. So that would be the first thing. Make sure you're getting inspections. And then number two, if you have a new roof, it's going to make it through a storm. If you have a new roof, this is when you're going to want to have that company on speed dial in case something does happen. Because if you did just replace your roof, you want to make sure that it's taken care of. There's not a whole lot you can do other than, for your windows and doors for hurricane prevention. The roof just that's why you have to make sure that you have a good product up there. Because if you have a half-assed product and you just go the cheapest route for your roof replacement, you may end up in the same boat in 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. So would you say, like, what material would you recommend then for someone who really just wants to be able to go through can any type of material go through? Or
every single product we offer will get you through any storm. It's more about how the product's installed than the product itself. I won't offer a product to anyone that I feel has a short lifespan. Like I said before, we're not in this to make $1 million on one deal. I'd rather make $1 on 1,000,000 deals. So if that means, giving a great product at a good value and walking this customer through what's best going to protect them, that's the route I'd rather take. But I wouldn't say that there's any product that's better than any other product to go on a roof. I'd say try to stay away from a single layer shingle, but that's really all I could say.
And what are the HOAs? What do they want? What are you seeing most at that?
That's why we picked up this metal tile. But these HOAs, one of the things that they kind of have is in some communities, they only want tile because of the way that tile looks. Some HOA communities have this wood shingle. It's just really wild to see, but it's a product that they like to have on their houses. Regardless of the longevity of the product, they just like the way it looks. So usually the HOAs care more about visibility, like to see how aesthetically pleasing the house looks rather than the quality. But I'd say HOA is tough because you have to become a vendor on their list. You have to become reputable in their community. And the only way to do that is to get one job. So we're working our way into, speaking with communities like that. And like I said, we're adding products to our list so that we can offer them things.
Great. And you were mentioning you guys do more than just roofing. Do you want to touch on a little bit about that?
So this is actually big, and maybe I shouldn't say this yet, but we are looking into ranging into the solar program, mainly for the simple fact that sometimes those go hand in hand. But again, there's a lot of people taking advantage of people with the solar industry as well. So we want to give everybody that outlet of that family company in your backyard that you trust so much, and also offer you the opportunity to maybe save some on your energy bill. So that's big. FamilyFirst Solar in the near future. So yeah, that's exciting for us, I think, and always wanting to expand into more areas and have more offices, but only when it makes sense. Like I said, we have a very, very big core value, and that's staying debt free. And we think that's how we're able to give the best prices to customers.
And Aaron, what is one thing that you want viewers to take from this podcast episode?
Oh, wow. I would say this. If there are people in your community knocking on doors, if you get a knock on your door and you open it to some guy in a blue and orange shirt, these people are out just trying to spread the word for maybe someone who does need something. And if that's not you, all that I say to anyone out there is just give everybody the simple, what's the word I'm looking for? Respect that you would want them to give you. If maybe you ran out of gas and, you had to knock on the next door neighbor's house to see if they'd give you a gas can to just go fill your stuff up. It could be something that you don't need, but just try to treat everybody with a little bit of respect, because there's no one on my team that's going to come to your door and, treat you any rude way. So if that was, a standard moving forward, I would love that to, people to just be open to say, hey, look, I'm not your customer, but you have a good day. All right. Not F off or, slam a door. Those things, they get into those people's head too, and you never know what kind of day someone's had. So just be mindful of the people that are in your community. We're there for a good cause.
That's a great message. I feel like I do always have to remind myself sometimes, when you get cold callers or people knocking on your door, they're just people too, and you need to treat them how you would want to be treated. So that's a great message. And Aaron, how can people get in contact with you guys to maybe have you come out and check the roof out?
Well, now the biggest thing is going to be, through Sebastian South Living, just straight through on page 8, you can find a little bit about us. And just to pull that open, I haven't even seen this ad here. It's huge. Our number, 772-732-2567. You'll probably get myself on the phone unless I'm on another call. But we ask you for your address, your first and last name, and your phone number, and we're there within the hour. So if you're looking for us, FamilyFirstRoofing.com. You can do a satellite image quote for yourself on there if you'd like. But please call one of our representatives after you do so we can come walk you through that estimate. And then also, it's some things that might look like Spanish to you if you're looking at it. And I say that for people who don't know Spanish. But if you're looking at this and you don't know how to break it down, give us a call. We'll help you walk you through it. And I will sit down with anyone, even if you have 10 other quotes from other companies and we're not your best quote. I will always lean you in the right direction. If that means sending you to somebody else, then so be it. I'm a man of my word. If the deal is apples to apples and it's just better than what I can do, I'll happily send you that direction. But I think that's it. We're just trying to slowly grow our business in a town that we call home. So
great. Well, thank you so much, Aaron, for joining us.
Thank you.
I had a great time chatting with you, and be sure to check out Family First Roofing. They're a great local company.